On today's episode of WatchJRGo, we are in downtown Wichita at what is going to be the coolest dealership in the city to pick up a car you've never seen before. Is it a motorcycle? Is it a car? Let's go inside and find out. What is going on, guys? I am WatchJRGo, and today we are locked out of Sullivan Auto House here in Wichita. But you guys know them already. I'm locked out. Man, I texted you I was coming, and you locked the door up.
Welcome to the LA locked dealership.
That's right. You guys know Brandon. He bought my AMC Pacer.
Heck yeah.
Of course, we did the Lloyd Stearman Mercedes together.
Which is now running.
Yep. Which is amazing. I should put that clip in here right now.
Yeah.
Shout out to the buyer on Brain Trailer.
Yes.
He updated us, and he's out driving that car, and he said it's amazing. And I'm sure it is. All those old Mercedes are.
Heck yeah.
And, of course, Brandon was responsible for the EV, the Vectrix, and the WeGo. But today, he's responsible for something crazy. It's a motorcycle. It's a car.
It's a spaceship.
Let's go check it out. You can tell it's one of the coolest places in the city. This is gonna be amazing. Got everything in here.
Got a little bit of everything right now.
Yep. But what we're here to talk about, of course, is what you told me is a Honda Goldwing. Is there a real name for this thing?
It's a Tri-Magnum.
Tri-Magnum.
Yeah,
Okay,
which may be the coolest name of anything ever. I mean.
Some Tri-Magnum wheels apparently with those knockoffs. It's pretty funny that it has knockoff lookalikes, but lug nuts sticking out, just so you really know. All right, so this whole thing is made out of fiberglass, and I guess you build it in your garage at home?
Yep, it was a DIY, early 80s to early 90s. This guy was down in, was he Hayesville? Somewhere south of Wichita, Rose Hill, somewhere south of Wichita. And we ended up knowing the guy who built it with his dad.
Okay.
So I'll send you all the pictures and everything. He's got all these pictures of it like half built and everything. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This looks wild, honestly.
And the other fun thing about this one is there has never been one of these on Bring a Trailer.
Oh, okay.
Never once.
So it's headed to Bring a Trailer.
Headed to Bring a Trailer.
People can buy it soon.
Yep.
I'll throw a link to your website below, just
Sweet.
in case they want to check it out, but I guess you have to see it on Brain Trailer. So it has the air suspension?
Still has air.
All right. Is this the choke?
Yes.
Classic choke.
Temporarily.
Yeah, no doubt. This is wild.
Yeah, this was a kit you ordered from Popular Mechanics magazine.
Oh, you know what? I probably saw that in Popular Mechanics.
You would order the whole kit, and it was the frame and the actual front end suspension parts, and then the body was the plans. You had to lay out your own body. It's all made with balsa wood, and then they laid fiberglass over top of it. So if you go Google this and you look at all the different designs, it was really kind of a dealer's choice when they built it. Some of them are a lot shorter, some of them are longer. There was a couple different ways you could do the sides. It just depended on how the builder wanted to actually do it.
So every fiberglass body is different by
Absolutely.
here? Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, that's crazy. Huh.
Isn't that wild?
It's kind of nice because you can kind of like aero sculpt it right out of the box.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Still the same wheels.
Yeah,
Crazy.
When we got the title, I recognized the name on the title as a friend of mine that has a dealership in Rose Hill. And I texted him immediately and was like, hey, look what I found. And he replied, unsubscribe.
Yeah.
He said he spent a lot of time in his childhood. He actually got a scholarship to Butler College by building this. Is how he got in.
I see.
For their engineering degree.
I believe in the unsubscribe part because I do know how hot it is outside, and it doesn't look like there's any AC on
I couldn't
Goldwing.
get the AC working, so sorry.
It's just got a compressor over here with the belt on it. Look at this. So there's some stuff down here. Oh, let's see. We've got... Oh, that's the release for the hatch there. I see. Interesting. We'll get back to work in just a second, but first I need to take a moment to tell you about the sponsor of today's video, Carly. Carly is a portable OBD2 diagnostic reader for your car, compatible with Android and iPhone, whatever device you have, and it's so tiny you can carry it anywhere. This thing sits in your back pocket, in your backpack. I take it on all my trips with me. And when I'm picking up a car I've never seen before, this is the easiest thing to have with me, to just plug into the OBD2 port. And then when I find a car with messages like this on the screen, I can pull out my phone and quickly get answers to what's wrong with it. Carly also has Smart Mechanic to help you solve any of those problems that you might find. It has Used Car Check to look for mileage discrepancies. You can see that my Mini is very bad. Typical BMW issues here with the footwell module. The CAS system is upset for some reason. Even the gateway is upset in here. iDrive's upset. And, oh, oops. I meant to actually go look at those, but instead we cleared them, so now this car has no problems. Now that we've scanned it, let's jump over here to the coding and see what we can actually change on the Mini. So these are all the options we can change here in the CAS, and there's only one of them that I actually need to change here, and it's unlock car when turned off. I want that one on so that when I hit the off button, the car unlocks automatically. So we'll hit code anyway and code now, and it'll take just a moment to write that in. Coding was successful, so now if we turn the car off, the car unlocks. So if you're heading to buy a new car and you want to check it out, or if you just want to clear codes on the road with a tiny little diagnostic reader like this, head on over to the link in the description below and use my code WatchJRGo for 15% off today. That's mycarly.com and use code WatchJRGo for 15% off today. Huge thank you to Carly for being a continued supporter of automotive creators like me. Now, let's get back to work. So you don't get any instruments. You just have to kind of guess how fast you're going?
Pretty much, yeah.
That's the...
We've literally driven it up the block and back down the block. That's it.
But I'm sure it runs super well, right?
It sounds great. Yeah,
okay.
It sounds great. Yep.
I'm excited to get this thing out on the road.
I'm excited to see you drive it that far and see what you think afterwards.
Yeah, I really got to experience the Tri-Magnum. They didn't even bother putting in like an air vent or anything.
Nothing.
They were like,
well, like we said, this is the closest thing to air conditioning right here is the fact that they left a few of these off the Lexan. They left a few of the screws loose.
So some air gets sucked into the cabin. That's wild. What a crazy car.
I think our sunroof rig is going to work pretty well though.
Yeah, hopefully that works out. It might bounce and then the rod falls on you while you're driving. You never know. But today, guys, like I said, this is pretty crazy. The only one I've ever seen, I've actually seen this pop up on Facebook 2 or 3 times over the years, and I always wanted it, but now Brandon has it, and I was like, well, can I come drive it? Because I really want to drive this thing. So today we're gonna drive the motorcycle that is bolted into a fiberglass body, literally. Look at this, it's just a bunch of angle iron welded onto a bracket that's on the actual triple tree right there. So this is pretty insane. So to start it, can I start it up front, or I have to come back here and like turn the key?
Do it there for right now. I think he said, well, no, when you have the top on, I think through that little fuel filling hatch, you can start it that way.
Gotcha.
So while it's off, you can do that way. Yeah.
Gotcha. I'll let you know how it goes. Is it full of gas? Because we don't have a gas gauge either, do we? But I can't see it from up front.
Correct.
Oh, is this the fan? Okay. All right.
So go ahead and start it.
All right. Is it in neutral? All right, guys. Myself, like I'd say 99.999% of the people in this world have never driven a Tri-Magnum, because there can't be more than maybe a few hundred of these kits that actually got put together out in the wild. So today we get to learn how to use this thing. So I do know that we have to turn the key back on. So we're gonna reach in the hole. Key on, I think.
Yep, brake lights on.
And fan on. Fan is on. Close the fuel door there, and the fuel is beneath that door as well. And then I get to jump in. All right, here we go. What's it gonna be like? So I need to sit around the steering wheel for sure, right?
Left leg on the left side, yep, and it's,
whoo,
it's snug.
Wow. You know what I feel like? When you were a kid, those like 90s plane simulators, that's what this feels like. All right. The clutch is a little bit of a reach. Brakes seem like they're good. So now we gotta put the steering wheel down. But don't pinch your legs. Put this pin in the steering column. Steering column pinned. Gosh, if there's a fire, what a thing. Also, okay, so this is the latch release. All right, all right.
You gotta know how to get out.
Clutch in. Oh gosh, I'm gonna have to lay down a little additional. I need to bend my back. Oh, there we go. Here we go. It runs. No, I might not go home. I might just start from the block trip. We'll see it. Yeah, it's fun. Of course! Well, guys, I am driving the Tri-Magnum. I honestly kind of wonder if it's the only one in the world. The bubble top is very cool. It's in second gear right now, so we're kind of flying. At least it feels like we are flying. We're probably going like 8. That's kind of a jump, and it didn't jump it, so that's nice. This is a wild thing, guys. Absolutely wild. Well, let's check out the Tri-Magnum here in the sun. You can see it's got, honestly, really cool old school tires on here. The fake knockoffs are honestly exactly period correct. You had to have those. And this bubble top, it actually wasn't that hot in there, even though we're out in the sun. So, drove around, and it's just a wild thing to drive. Interestingly, the center stand's still on there. Turn signals are way down low, which is kind of cool, but I bet people can't really see those. Your tag sits all the way out here on the back, and these are like, they must be semi-lights. Trailer lights, semi-lights, something like that, and I don't quite know what that is. Maybe it like opens and closes a louver, but I'm pretty sure there's only one. Yep, only one of those back in the pods, and it looks so cool. I think we've got a brake proportioning valve all the way up here at the front of the canopy, and you also have remote mirror controls, so cable-driven mirrors, and wow, those work great. GT, the old GT Grant steering wheel right here, and all of the motorcycle controls for things like your turn signals and stuff like that. So if you're turning, you reach down here, turn on the turn signals, and your horn's right there, normal motorcycle horn, start button, normal motorcycle start button. Pretty much everything is normal motorcycle stuff. So the wildest part about this is probably getting in and out and getting down into the position to actually drive it. Obviously the seat's not adjustable because there's nowhere for it to move, so you are the adjustment. And as you can see, when I got in, I had to kind of slouch all the way up to get my legs in the position. If you were a little bit taller than me, it would probably be flawless. I think this one was sized for somebody that was like 6 foot on the dot, because I can drive it, but it's just a little bit of a stretch. And also it looks like it's supposed to have some big hydraulic struts to help lift the canopy so you can get in and out easier. It's no big deal to walk your hands up it while you open it, but if you put the hydraulic struts back on those mounts right there, well, I think it would lift the canopy all the way up for you. Although it'd probably be trying to open as you were going down the road at the same time. The tinted acrylic on the canopy is also very, very cool. And it's just a good looking car. I mean, it looks so cool. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I want to know right now, like, it could be the coolest looking trike of all time. There's no doubt about that. So with that said, let's get it back out on the road. I'm gonna go do some more driving so I can experience the Tri-Magnum. Well, I drove it around Wichita for a bit, and this thing gets as much attention as my 67 Camaro, man.
I bet.
Like, everyone had their phones out. It was so funny. Like, it seems like normally people have some composure over their phone holding. These phones were slapped against the windows. It was so funny.
I totally believe it.
Everybody was recording it. And then when I stopped to actually shoot this video, these two kids like walked a half mile to talk about it the whole forever. I mean,
great.
What a crazy build. I got it back here. It has auto start stop, which is pretty funny. Eventually, if it sits still long enough, it shuts off, and then you hit start, it starts instantly. So
there's no button to disengage that on like that.
No auto start stop. Cancel. This thing is wild. What a car. I don't know which turn signal's which too. But it doesn't matter because I don't think you can see the turn signals.
Right.
If we're being honest.
Yeah,
like,
we just found the other one and put it on the left. But,
oh.
And I realized
One
I'd
was-
already taken all the pictures, so we're gonna I'll have to update some, bring each other pictures. But yeah.
Yeah.
How hot was it?
Hey, you know, it wasn't that bad.
Really?
With the hatch
We had a little
propped
crack,
open a
yeah.
little bit. Yeah, about that much.
Yeah.
Was enough air that I had like a real breeze.
Nice.
So I might be sweating.
You came back with a little bit of
Might be
a little glow.
might be doing a little bit of that. But at the same time, it wasn't terrible. I wasn't dying.
Nice, good.
Yeah. So even if it was like slightly colder out, because it's gonna be 90 something
Yeah.
today.
It sounds so good. I mean,
It
I
sounds
know
cool.
It sounds like a motorcycle, but it sounds super good when you came around the corner.
Yeah, and those kids that came to talk about it were like, sounds incredible.
Yeah. You don't expect that sound out of this look.
You really don't. And the other thing I was like, who cares where their turn signals are? Because I don't think anyone can see the ground, basically, you know? That was an experience for sure. What a crazy car.
This quirky of a car that's never been on Bring a Trailer.
Yeah.
That's a big litmus test that it's a weird one.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's got to be pretty rare.
Yeah. This is one of those things that I think I remember seeing it in Popular Mechanics too. And it just seems like one of those things where you buy the kit thinking you're going to build it, and then you just keep selling the kit in boxes. It never actually comes to fruition.
Totally.
But these guys actually built it, and it's pretty wild. Anyway, that is it for today, guys. Look for this thing on Bring a Trailer if you want to bid on it, have it at your house, whatever you want to do with it. Put it up on if it was on like a rotating stand in the air with the top up, it'd be so cool.
Hang it from the ceiling.
Yeah, hang it from the ceiling. Honestly, this would be right at home at the old Vegas, like at Circus where they have the spinning car in the front.
Yes.
That's where this needs to be, right there.
right.
It just looks wild. That is it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to head on over to shop WatchJRGo.com for cool shirts, not like this. And please like, share, subscribe, do whatever you want to do, and I will talk to you next time. The Tri-Magnum and the Cadillac over here.
Dude,
This thing's a classic.
it's pretty sweet.
Have you guys been taking it to lunch?
It's our old town cruiser for sure. Yeah.
I mean, it has everything.
We got a dealer plate on it. Look.
I saw you had a plate. I saw you had a plate on it.
And this came with a car the other day that we got. We're like,
Oh, nice.
we got a new foam.
Yeah, you need two of them now. You'd have a full-on couch.
And we were talking the other day about how we need a footrest because, you know, if you're over 5'8", you gotta.
Yeah, you're
dragging
the
a little bit.
ground. Yep, that makes sense. Does this run and drive?
It's going to.
Okay.
The engine's been balanced and like all the work's been done to it. What else do you do to it? It's all been rebuilt 100%, right?
Yeah, balanced blueprinted flathead V8, 3-speed rock crusher, 3-on-the-tree transmission.
You guys might remember Matt from trying to get me arrested as a kid.
Allegedly. Allegedly.
Absolutely.
Wait, what do you mean as a kid?
I guess I was probably 19 or something.
Okay.
All right. Anyway, GTIs, so many GTIs. Man, you got some cool inventory.
I almost bought yesterday at a Mannheim auction a 74 Audi 50 LS.
Yeah.
I think is what it is. And it went too high. But I was bummed. I was like, dude, we could have had a whole,
Yeah.
like an entire
Yeah.
Euro
Retro-
hatchback. Although it's not Euro,
Yeah.
but you know.
Yeah. That would have been really cool.